Eto targets a CAF Executive Committee Sports, and in tennis, Simona Halep withdraws from Australian Open. That's the first Grand Slam of the year, starting in the month of January. We also have Formula One, football news, and interview segment on the sports show. It is on Sports Splash on ABS TV, the Monday edition. Now let's kick off from the local scene. Well, on the local scene, first of all, let's go to this town called Omonachi Community, domiciled in Dunukofia, LGA. Let's tell you that defending champions, Omoese Village, kicked off at the 2024 Ebechukwuzo Unity Cup competition in Omonachi Community with a 1-0 victory against Nkwele Village, and that was on Boxing Day, the 26th of December 2024. The opening fixture of the competition, which was played at the Gwebike Migrant Field, Mbuke Omonachi domicile in Dunukofia LG of Anambra State, saw Chiedozie Obidi scoring the only goal in the pulsating encounter. The Ebubechikuzo Unity Cup, which is being sponsored by High Chief Madu Abuchi Ebo, known as Ebubechikuzo, has 5 villages of Omonachi community comprising of Omoese, Nkwele, Ozu, Mbuke, and Nahabana villages, featuring in the soccer fiesta holding from Thursday, the 26th of December 2024 to Monday, the 6th of January 2025. The winner of the Ebubechukwuzo Unity Cup is expected to take home the sum of 500,000 naira, while the second and third place teams will smile home with a sum of 300,000 naira and 200,000 naira respectively, with the competition accommodating individual awards such as the highest goal scorer expected to take home the sum of 20,000 naira. In his remarks after performing the ceremonial kickoff, High Chief Ebo stated that the competition was a platform made available for the teeming youth of Omonachi community to discover and showcase their sporting prowess through the instrumentality of football. High Chief Ebo emphasized that the football competition will solidify the bonding existing in the community and provide a platform for the youth of the community to be engaged meaningfully during the festive period. The community chieftain also advised that the teams are to imbibe the spirit of sportsmanship and ensure discipline is topmost during the course of the competition. High points of the opening ceremony was a ceremonial kickoff performed by the sponsor, High Chief Ebo, in the company of other community stakeholders in sports in that community. So that competition has kicked off. I kicked off on the 26th, like I told you, and of course I will be watching out to see who will emerge champions of that one. Dinner will go home with 500,000 naira. There is 300,000 naira for the runner-up. A first runner-up and the second runner-up is expected to smile home with the sum of 200,000 naira. That's about the Ebechukwuzo Unity Cup happening out there in Omonachi, all about grassroots football. From one town to the other. This time around, let's go to, of course, a town called Akweze. Akweze is domiciled in Anocha, local government area of Anambra State. Let's tell you that Omoto Village on Christmas Day, the 25th of December 2024, defeated Uruonyele Village by 2 unreplied goals in the opening match of the Akweze Unity Cup Attack Amalukwe football competition played at the Akweze football field. Cherechuku Anoliefo gave his side the lead in the 16 minutes of the game, finishing off in style in a keenly contested game watched by the traditional ruler of the community, His Royal Majesty Igwe Christopher Opala Ezenebo III of Akweze, and the President General of the community, Chief Oster Udemba Odinaka Onwasoanya, made it to in the second period to ensure his side will top the group, which also has Mbuwa Village. The Akweze Unity Cup competition is being bankrolled by Nze Maduaburochukwu Benjamin Onyeka Amalukwe, also known as a gentle professor, with 6 villages of Akweze community comprising of Uruonyele, Omotu, Mbuwa, Umuezani, Umuideke, and Urol villages are featuring in the Soccer Mundial holding from Wednesday, the 25th of December 2024 to Thursday, the 2nd of January 2025. The winner of the Amalukwe football competition is expected to take home the sum of 1 million naira, while the runners-up will smile home with the sum of 500,000 naira, with the competition accommodating individual awards such as the highest goal scorer, most valuable player, and top goalkeeper. In his remarks shortly after the opening match, Nze Amalukwe stated that the competition was an avenue for the teeming youth of the community to discover and showcase their sporting prowess through the instrumentality of football. Nzamalukwe averred that the football championship will unify the villages in Akweze and provide a platform for the youth of the community to be engaged meaningfully during the festive period. He also urged the teams to imbibe the spirit of sportsmanship and ensure discipline is their watchword during the course of the competition. On his part, the traditional ruler of Akweze community, talking about Igwe CN Opala, eulogized the sponsor Nze Amalukwe for his philanthropic gesture and support towards the growth of sports in the community and promoting human capital development. The monarch prayed for blessings upon the sponsor and his family, as well as an injury-free competition. High point of the opening ceremony was the ceremonial kickoff performed by the sponsor Nze Amalukwe in company of the traditional ruler and the president general of the community, as well as photo sessions by the playing personnel of the two teams with top dignitaries who witnessed the match. So that one is about the Amalukwe Unity Cup happening in Akweze, and I told you that on Sports Splash, 60 to 70% of the program is basically local content. Let's move from there and let's go back to Dunu Kofia, if it Dunu to be precise. Let's tell you that the children of the late Prince Engineer Godwin and Princess Lady Cecilia Obinabo have stated that the ongoing Ifitedunu Unity Cup is about carrying on their family's legacy of philanthropy and community service. The development was made known by one of the benefactors, talking about Jerome Obinabo, a commissioner and former president of the Dallas Young Republicans, during an interactive session with sports journalists via WhatsApp at the weekend. Obinabo averred that by sponsoring the sporting activities for the youth in the Ifitedunu community, they honor their parents' memory and perpetuate the spirit of giving that has been passed down through generations. It is worth noting that the later Prince Engineer Godwin inherited his philanthropic traits from his own father, Igwe King Obinabo Okoli Amadu I of Ifitedupo, now known as Ifitedunu. Obinabo Okoli was a pioneer in community development, organizing events such as powerlifting, wrestling, and other activities for the youth in the ancient kingdom of Ifiteupo, now known as Ifitedunu. The Obinabo children's commitment to supporting the visionary leadership of the President General of the community, Comrade Stephen Ofaro, and his team is exemplary and commendable. Their dedication to giving back to their community is a testament to the values instilled in them by their parents and grandparents. The ongoing Ifitedunu Unity Cup competition will see the winner smile home with a sum of 1 million naira, while the second, third, and fourth and fifth place teams will go home with a sum of 700,000 naira, 500,000 naira, 300,000 naira, and 200,000 naira respectively. The competition, which commenced on Sunday, the 22nd of December 2024, will wind off with a grand finale scheduled to hold on Thursday, the 2nd of January 2025. And now to results of the ongoing Ifitedunu Unity Cup. Let's tell you that, of course, in Group A has Obieze and Akwa Villages, and Group B has Iboala, Uomili, and Umuanugu. And let's tell you that of course, OBS and Akwa Village took on the first match, and in that first match, they won by the first match ended in a goalless, a 2-2 draw. They went on to penalties, and OBS defeated them via penalties. It ended there 4-3. And in other matches on the 24th, Umuanugu defeated Iwala in Group B by 2-0. OBS, like I told you, played a 2-2 draw against Akwa Village, and then OBS progressed 5-4 on penalties. Uomili defeated Iwala by 2-1, and Umuanugu defeated Uomili by 2-1. So the semi-finals, OBS will be taking on Uomili, and Akwa will be taking on Umuanugu. Now let's go to the pictures you're seeing on your screen right now. Let's tell you that Ifitedunu community has emerged champions of the male football event of the 2024 Dunu Kofia Championship. A brace from Chibike Udobi on both halves of the 45th minute and 89th minute was enough to seal the win for Ifitedunu to take home the trophy and star prize of 1 million naira, while Nogo and Ukpo, who finished second and third respectively, settled for 500,000 naira and 300,000 naira respectively. And Chibike Udobi's exploits was rewarded as he emerged as the top scorer of the competition, while Promise one of Nogo clinched the most valuable player of the competition. Earlier in the day, Ukpo obliterated Omonachi by 3 unreplied goals to emerge champions of the female football event with a top prize of 400,000 naira, as Omonachi and Nogu, who came second and third, got 200,000 naira and 100,000 naira respectively, with Mr. Chimuanya Ewudo of Ukpo community claiming the award of the most valuable player. Speaking to the media shortly after the closing ceremony, the chairman of the Dunukofia local government area, Honorable Barrister Chijoke Ozumba, described that the maiden edition of the 2024 Dunukofia Championship as awesome and a unifying tool geared towards engaging the youth of the communities domiciled in the local government to showcase their sporting talent and curb social vices. Honorable Ozumba also disclosed that the 2025 edition will be bigger, with the introduction of other team sporting events such as basketball, tennis, board games comprising of chess, Scrabble, and other local sporting events. He appreciated the various sponsors and stakeholders who played a role towards the success of the event. On his part, the President General of Ifitedunu Community and SWR Chairman ASU Unizik Chapter, Comrade Stephen Ufaro, praised his boys for their doggedness and commitment in winning the trophy despite the short time available for preparation. Ufaro eulogized the children of late Prince Engineer Godwin and Princess Lady Cecilia Obinabo for making it possible for Ifitedunu community to be part of the 2024 Dunukofia Championship by sponsoring the teams. The PG of Ifitedunu further appreciated the Obinabo family for their role in supporting the growth of sports in the community and human capital development. High point of the colorful closing ceremony was the decoration of the opening ceremony. Opening ceremony, I should say, was the decoration of the teams and athletes with the winning medals. Yes, it's actually the closing ceremony and presentation of their prize money. So, Ifitedunu clinched that one, winning the Dunukofia Football Championship out there. And what a match it was against Nogo. It ended 2-0, and a man out there known as Chibike Udobi was the man that scored the 2 goals in that one, late in the first half and late in the second half, for that win that gave them that prize. Now, and lastly, on grassroots sports, let's go to Enugu and talk about another grassroots football competition going on there. And this one is called the Benefit Memorial Football Tournament. It is on Super 8. Yes, it kicked off at Enugu, and the competition is being crowed by Kanulibo family and kicked off on Thursday, the 26th of December 2024. That was on Boxing Day. And the winner here is expected to take home the sum of 1 million naira. Second prize is 500,000 naira. Third prize is 300,000 naira. And then we'll have individual awards for the best player, top scorer, and the best goalkeeper. And for the results thus far, let's tell you that on Thursday, Lagos branch lost 0-2 to home branch. It was Asaba branch 3, American branch 2. And on Friday, Port Harcourt branch defeated Abuja branch by 3-1. Warri branch played out a goalless draw against Sokoto branch. And on Saturday, the 28th of December, Lagos branch lost 1-3 to Abuja branch, while American branch defeated Warri branch by 3-1. And I hear the finals of that competition is coming up on the 3rd of January in the new year 2025. So we'll follow up on that one happening in Enugu, talking about the Benefit Memorial Football Tournament. It's a Super 8 involving 8 branches playing that one. Well, quickly, let's tell you that the chairman of the National Sports Commission, Shehu Diko, has revealed that the commission has set in motion the process of establishing Nigeria's first sports infrastructure development management board. Diko, in a television chart titled Reshaping Democracy, of course, disclosed that the moves is to create the new board, and it's as a result of the effort to revise revive the decaying state of infrastructure in the country. And Diko stated that the creation of the planned board is targeted at refocusing Nigeria's sports from so reliant on taking part in competition only to productivity levels. The NSC boss explained that the plan is to reposition the sector to enable it to contribute to the national gross domestic product GDP through the concession and licensing of sports facilities to boost revenue generation. He then disclosed that plans are underway to construct one new stadium in the 6 geopolitical zones, adding that the MKO Abiola Stadium in Abuja will be used to kickstart the new revenue generation model being introduced by the Commission. Diko opined that the new plan is part of the strategy to develop and sustain sports infrastructure in Nigeria through investment drive. That's coming from the chairman of National Sports Commission, Shehu Diko. You know, it's no longer the Ministry of Youth and Sports, but now National Sports Commission. And Shehu Diko is the chairman, while the Director General is Bukola Olapado, former Commissioner for Sports in Lagos State. Sports Splash, it is on ABS TV. Let's go for a short break. When we come back, we'll go to the interview segment and we'll talk about local sports. We'll also talk about Nigerian sports and equally what's happening in the international scene. That's after the break. We'll be right back. So why the yeah. Use Honorable accordion. Okay. Back to the show. It is on Sports Splash on ABS TV. It is the Monday edition, the first one for the week. In the first half, we told you about a lot about grassroots football. We told you about what's happening in Umonachi. We told you about Akwese, what's happening there. We told you about Ifite Dunu. We equally told you about the Dunu Coffee Unity Cup. We equally told you about the Benefiting Football Championship happening in Enugu. Now, let's bring it down home. Let's talk about sports at the grassroots level, the state level, and also the international level. Joining me on the show, I have comrade Emeka Odionu. He's a sports administrator. Of course, vastly experienced. He has been here for a long time in the game. And of course, he knows a whole lot about sports, and he joins us on Sports Splash on ABS TV this morning. Comrade Emeka Odion, good morning.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Ike, for having me.
Thank you very much for being here on a short notice. And of course, coincidentally, he's from Omonachi. So, and what a coincidence. Our first match, our first news story is actually from Omonachi community. Where we talked about the Ebube Chukwuzo Unity Cup competition. Maybe we'll start from the home front. Since you're Omonachi, let's start from there and start coming out. You also, as Omonachi is also domiciled in Dunukofia. Let's talk about what's happening there, about this Ebube Chukwuzo Unity Cup competition. Tell us more about this competition, the essence.
Okay, thank you. It's about a man called Chief Abuchebu Ebechukwu Omonachi, a philanthropist, a sports lover. He played the round leather game.
Okay.
Yeah, at his own level. Then now he's sponsoring a tournament for Omonachi single-handedly. Last year they were three that came together and did it. But this year he took it upon himself to single-handedly sponsor the football tournament. Because sports is a unifying factor and it brings people back home. So based on that, of course, we have Omonachi Sports Association, the body he's using for the tournament. And he has his prize, which at least is 500,000 for the winner. Second is his first runners up to 300,000, then third is 200,000. Then at the opening ceremony of the tournament, he said by next year he will increase it to 5 million. Wow. So we are so happy. And he suggested that branches should be included. Okay. Not only villages. He lives in Oka. So Oka branch must play. Okay. Branches will be included as he used to be in Omonachi before we came to the village thing.
So from next year is going to be branches and villages as well.
Branches and villages. Oka, Lagos, or the Champo. And by grace of God, we also play too. That will be sponsored by me.
Okay, let's talk about this competition is on the Ebube Chukwuzo Unity Cup. I love the fact that the youths are being encouraged in this one. But what about the age categories? Who are participating? Because it's important now we talk about catching them young. At what age category are participating in the Ebube Chukwuzo Unity Cup?
If you can play football, it's not about age. If you can play football within the age to play football, you are eligible to participate.
So let's just say age of 16 to 35.
16 to 35.
Okay.
Yeah, by the time you're getting to 37, 38, you'll be talking about all stars. Except you are Nkono, Roger Miller, Thiago Silva, those who can do it at old age. Nesta, Paolo Maldini. So if you are not them,
Fabio
Cannavaro. Mostly Italian players.
Paulo Di Canio also.
Yes.
Mostly Italian players.
They are good even when they are aging. So the tournament has started. We have the defending champion. Last year, Umweze Village. We have 5 villages playing. Ozu Village, Mbuke Village, Umweze Village, Nabona Village, and Nkwele Village. So Umweze Village, defending champion. Last year, they defeated Ozu Village. They came back from a goal at disadvantage, and they won that 2-1. So as defending champion, they defended their trophy. In the first match, they played on 26th at Igudika Migrant Primary School. Umweze defeated their opponent.
Yeah, I think it was
Nkwele, opening match by a long goal.
Yeah, a long goal, yeah.
Nkwele with their captain and the player of Idel Football Club. They still won by a long goal.
Okay.
So the second match that was played 2 days ago, it was Ozu versus Mbuke 0-0. Yesterday evening, yesterday morning, Nkwele won, Nabana 2. Then in the evening, the defending champion lost to Ozu, the finalist last year. Ozu defeated Umweze by a long goal. So the game will continue with the fixtures. Much is lined up for the event. Like today, which is 30th of 29th December, Umweze versus Ozu. Though they have played, today is 30th, 7 a.m. I think Mbuke versus Nabana, they will still be playing by now.
Okay.
They don't play versus Ozu. Other matches are lined up. Then the final is on the 6th of January at Igudika Migrant Primary School.
Yeah, I'm forced to ask this. Now you talked about this. You have a competition at the grassroots level that Horrible is bankrolling. You speak for the community and for him. Are there chances of floating a professional club, or is just having this competition at the grassroots level and no chance to advance this and maybe to have a club? We can say football club, professional football club that maybe can play in the NLO, NNL that can come from either Omonachi or Dunkofi as a whole. Any chances or is he having that at the back of his mind?
It is still in the pipeline. No, football administration, management, ownership is not a child's play. He still have it. Even foundation, like when Omonachi played for Rita Chikwala, former Super Falcons captain, he thought about Rita Chikwala Foundation. Yeah. He was the first person that made a pledge of 500,000 to start off that foundation. Which I believe it is ongoing now. The plan and talk with Rita Chikwala. So he has plans of making it big. When the football club is not out of it, sponsoring tournaments is not out of it. You know, Conti was once on this line, sponsored a lot of football tournaments.
Yes,
MD of Atma, Meka Okonkwo. He has the football club then, Conti FC. So I think Abuchebo, the way he's going, his philanthropy, his love for the round leather game and everything, he has plans of sponsoring. And he has plans of, I know, which will not be revealed now. Some players he want to take outside of this country.
That's great.
To go and ply their trade.
So it's safe to say that there are scouts watching already?
Yes, there are scouts watching, and he's watching too. So there are players, is on the pipeline, people he is planning to take out of this country to go and play football. And he assists, he motivates. Even the All-Stars, he's a member of All-Stars, and All-Stars Omonachi have been playing matches this festive season.
You know, I had to ask that because I know Anambra State has 2 clubs are playing in the second tier of Nigerian club football. You talk about Solution FC and Idel FC, and it will be right if we can have more clubs from the grassroots level also playing at that bigger stage. That's what I asked about and the chances of floating a football
But there should be, challenges of having a private club. The challenges are enormous. It's different from state-sponsored football clubs. We have clubs like Odoji United.
But Edel is a privately owned club.
Who?
Edel FC.
How far can they go? May the soul of the proprietor of this club that died from Odala.
Odala FC.
May his soul rest in may his soul, but he had plans also to take his club beyond the horizon, but death can call him. You know, when one person owns a football club, not a conglomerate, when the person dies, that's the end of football club. Like Odoji United, not that he died, but the expenses is too much. No big sponsorship for you to earn your input. That's what kills our private owned clubs. Abiola Babes, Ibiku Oluwa, Odoji United, Jasper, most of all these clubs, if Ayomba United, if Ayomba wanted to partner with West Ham, it didn't work. So when they are not making their money, they couldn't continue. But state-owned clubs, they always thrive. They have the fund, they have far from Abuja. They can only easily make them part of the government and pay them every month. So there are challenges. But I believe the plans are ongoing because he has started doing well. By next year, when there will be 5 million, maybe next 2 years, I believe from helping players to get school clubs in Nigeria and go out of this country, he will also float a football club. I know he will do that.
As someone that has seen it, you played a bit of the game at amateur level, coming to us at the professional level. What would be your advice to these young athletes, these young footballers featuring in this competition being sponsored by Honorable High Chief Ebo?
Okay, my advice is for them to take it easy. Don't wound the player, but most of them, their destiny is embedded in football. So if you wound the player intentionally, you have destroyed his career. Fair play, we know we should take it easy. This is about brotherly love that should exude. They should take it easy and play. Fair play.
Okay, now moving away from that now, let's talk about National Sports Commission. Previously, it used to be the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports, and now under Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports, it's no longer Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports, but we're now talking about National Sports Commission. Shehu Diko was appointed as the man to handle the affairs of the NSC. How do you see the appointment of Shehu Diko and also Bukola Olapado coming in there, and what do you think can come out from NSC?
Shehu Diko, let it not be a nomenclature change from a name to another. Let it be powerful. But Shehu Diko, I believe he will do well. He started already from his plans to build a stadion in East Geopolitical Zone. I believe he has something he offer from where he's coming from, his antecedent. Shehu Diko will do well. He has already started doing well by his plans to develop the youth, to develop football in the youth level, in the grassroots level. I believe when this stadium of 18 comes in each geographical zone, one stadion, that's kudos to him. Then to giving us sponsors, Shehu Diko has the capacity to bring sponsors. But what we are lacking is sponsors. In South Africa, they have sponsors. Even Kenya League is more lucrative than ours because there are people who are there sponsoring it. Then bringing the fans back to the stadium.
Bringing the fans back to the stadium. I was about asking you about the Nigeria Premier Football League. This season, we've seen the MPFL work stronger. We see the teams at the top are doing well. The likes of Remo Stars are pushing Rivers United, Enugu Rangers. But Enugu Rangers not being in the top 2 right now, do you still see them, do they still have that chance of annexing the league this season? Or what is really wrong? But at some point in time, it looks like Rangers, of course, our performance nosedive in the MPFL.
No, last year, Rangers won the MPFL Cup Premiership. They won it, they became the champion. Though, let me not victimize them. I think that they've been crashed out of CAF Champions League. I knew they were not going to go far because of the eagerness of players to leave this country to Europe. Your club will clinch a trophy. To represent your club in Africa, you are leaving this country. So that's one of the things that kill our football. The sponsorship too. Rangers coming back, well, it's difficult to win the league back to back. You have to be Enyimba to do that. Okay. Enyimba did it four consecutive times early 2000. So Rangers won it. They may not get it again. Because every club will come out to play Rangers, knowing that they're playing defending champion. And for the league has started, and they're not really doing that well to me.
Okay, let's see as it goes anyways. Those are the views of course, Mr. Emeka Odion, who is here to talk about grassroots sports, also bringing it to the state level, and then talking about sports at the national level. Of course, Comrade Emeka Odion, thank you so much for your contributions on the show, being here. And of course, I will hope we can have you in due course in the course of our programs.
Yeah,
okay.
in our locals, in our football club, football in Anambra State, Solution FC should improve. Last year, they ended 8th. And this is not doing well. I don't know, Edelf FC, to me, is doing better than them. I implore the governor to increase the tempo, motivate the players more, let them go out for the trophy. Choludo lost football, I know that. He played the round of that game too. But the position they ended up, last year they began doing well, started doing well. At the end of it all, they escaped relegation. They ended up 8th, which is not good. They should know what, the management should know what is happening, write up their project, their program, and get more quality players for Solution FC. Because the way I'm looking at it, the other FC may come up tops over Solution at the end of the year. They don't do something that take the club serious.
Okay. That's an advice, a honest one for, of course, from Emeka Odion, who is a sports pundit, an analyst, and equally sports administrator. And let me equally inform you now that he's mentioned of Solution FC, that Solution FC, yes, I will be playing their Match Day 3 program this coming Saturday against our First Bank of Lagos, and that match is happening at the Oka City Stadium. It's by 3 p.m. So I'll be there by 3 p.m. at the Oka City Stadium this Saturday. Solution FC plays First Bank FC of Lagos, and that's a Match Day 3 or Match Day 4 in the Nigeria National League. That's about the size of the program this morning. Sports Splash on ABS TV. Thank you so much for being here on the show, talking sports all the way down to from the grassroots to the international scene. My name is Ike Mokede. Have a lovely week, and remember to keep sporting. Bye bye now.